What up guys, Fojo here, and today we're going to be going over the armor set and how to get all the pieces to it, and where to find them, who to farm, and what you need to be doing to get these pieces. But real quick, if you guys could like the video and subscribe to the channel, I'd truly appreciate that. About 90% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel, and if you could do that, I would really appreciate that. And if you could hit the little bell, it'll let you know exactly when new content comes out. Also, leave a comment if this helped you out, or if you have any questions about the different locations and the different mobs, drop them in the comments. Now the armor set is a set of armor that will give you a +2 on each piece of gear towards making a better piece of equipment while armoring. If you utilize this along with trophies, food, and an amulet, you will be able to get within the 595 to 600 range and produce some solid armor. But the first place we're going to be going to is the Sirens Run out in Reekwater, and to go here you're going to have to go to the town or the Lazarus Shrine and head southeast. Now the first of the mobs that you will have to fight for the armor set will be the Sirens Guide. She is the first one you will run into when you first enter the Sirens Run. And if you come in here with a group, you'll have to go up a little ways in and off to the right, following the pathways to get to her. She is upstairs in one of the houses. You'll have to take her on with the group or with the train that comes through here a couple times a day and try and get the kill for the drop of the armorer's gloves. Now, this mob doesn't have anything in particular to look out for as far as combat goes. You just need a decent sized group to take her on and be able to take her down without having too much of a hassle. But other than that, it's not too much of a hard boss to fight. So just come in here with a group and farm it up, or come in through the train like I said, and try and get the armor gloves from her. Now if you follow the train through here like the Sirens Run usually does, you will be able to run into the second main boss of this run, which would be the Sirens Fist. This Sirens Fist is also not much of a crazy mob, just a little tougher than most, so you need a group or the train in order to take him out as well. So make sure you have plenty of people when going to farm this or trying to take him on. The Sirens Fist does have the possibility to drop the armorer's shirt, and this is the second mob in a close area that is farmable with a group. So if you're catching on, there is a trend here for part of this armorer's set to get. And so our third and final siren mob in this group will be the Sirens Gun. The Sirens Gun is not too different from the first two and will be just as easy to kill. Like I said, you need a decent sized group or the train itself to come through here in order to fight this. These are not soloable bosses. You could, but it would take you quite some time and a lot of healing. So if you're looking to grab these three pieces of the armor set, you can get them all in the same place, making it a decently nice area to come and farm for these pieces. And you can come in here and farm with a group, try for all three of these different pieces of armor, possibly have a good chance of getting one of the three while you're here. I would say this group is one of the more farmable within the 5 pieces. Coming here wouldn't be too bad with a group, and would be easy enough to come and farm these. But now our next one will be the Abiogenesis. Abiogenesis is a much tougher one to come and farm solo or with a group. It is deep within the Malevolence run. It has a ton of mobs you have to fight through to get to it in the first place, and is not super farmable in general. You have to wait for other mobs to spawn in order to fight those, in order to fight Abiogenesis. So Abiogenesis is not super farmable and is kind of a tough one to do. Now Abiogenesis will be dropping the armorer's shoes, and this is where you'll have to go to farm for those. But my suggestion would be to come through here with a train a couple times a day and try and grab a kill on Abiogenesis then. But otherwise, I wouldn't suggest coming here and farming these. It would be very difficult to do. But it's probably possible to come through here and farm Abiogenesis. I haven't tried, but it would be a difficult farm. And now our last one is arguably the easiest one to get, but also one that you may have to farm for quite a while to get, and it is the Armorer's Hat from the Leviathan of the Deep. Now the Leviathan of the Deep can be found at the end of the Mines run, and will be respawning in about a 6-minute interval. You can farm him as long as you want with about a group of 5 to 10 people, depending on who you have. But the Leviathan of the Deep does have a chance to drop the Armor Hat, and will be the easiest one to farm because there's not a lot of other mobs that are super close to it, and it's easier to repeat the process again. So I would say that Leviathan of the Deep is definitely the most farmable of all these mobs. All the ones through Sirens are farmable as well, but a little harder to do. And the Abiogenesis by far is the least farmable out of the group and will be the hardest one to get. So if you are lucky enough to get the drop from Abiogenesis, I would say the rest of these should be easy enough to do, and you shouldn't have a problem getting this set. Now, after the recent update, a lot of these different pieces of armor have swapped out and switched around through mobs and different areas. So I wanted to make a guide to let everybody know where they are now and to get them and the best way to go about doing that. These will be quick guides on how to find these, where to go to farm these, what you'll need to do so. But thank you guys so much for listening to me talk about where to find the armor set and the best ways to do so and how to do it. If you guys could like the video and comment about if this helped you out, if you have a better way to do things. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments or comments about a better way to do any of these. Please let me know. I'd love to hear them. But thank you guys once again, and we'll have more videos out soon. I hope to see you there.